for One Piece. So yeah, this is going to be move this out the way. Fun and really exciting. So, uh, just a bit of context. I kind of didn't start watching One Piece until after. Also, sorry, I forgot to shave today. I need to shave. But besides the point, I didn't watch One Piece the anime series until after Gear 5. I have caught up to it roughly, but when season 1 came out, I'm like, I need to watch it, and season 2, and I'm like, this is really good. Again, I like One Piece. I think it's really good. Let's get into the fun stuff. Okay, this is a bit shorter, but essentially, I think this is really interesting. Obviously, one of the things that it brings up is essentially a couple of the characters and a couple of the ideas don't get bring up until earlier in the story. Like, I think you get Brooks sort of like alluded to here, like, oh, here's Brooks, which I don't think they do in the anime until like way later, as far as I mean, told, as far as I remember, I'm being told. Um, and I know they don't bring up the sort of like I don't remember when it's like the first one, but I know that it doesn't become big until later, which is the Joy Boy, which he sort of does this sort of like dance, which is connected to the Joy Boy, which is really good. And all that I think is really fun because again, it brings the world together. You also get a couple other things because one I know is I forgot his name, but you get the person who does the I think is this who gets introduced in the anime in Dressrosa, which is after the time skip, but he's actually in this season, which is before the time skip, which kind of makes sense because I feel like it's alluded to that he was there or something like that, which I think is a very good idea, being like introducing someone who's going to be something important, which I think is a smart idea. And definitely how important he is later on. He does, however, I think it does change a couple of things because when you introduce it to him, he kind of seems like a threat. At least to my interpretation, he seems intimidation, and then you realize, oh no, he's chill with us. Which in this, he wouldn't work well in Dressrosa, unless they sort of like do a sort of like he seems intimidation, and it's like, oh, he's changed a bit, which you could still do. But because he helped us with this, he kind of seems pretty chill already. Unless he just really doesn't like Buggy. Was like, I'm not, and you could make the argument that like they could perceive it as like, oh, I don't think he was that chill. He just really didn't like Buggy, which Alan Buggy's not really got a lot of allies at this point. So like one person just not like he's done a lot of horrible stuff. Like one pirate just not being chill with him makes sense. Again, I might be misreading it, and it's very bad, but yeah. So overall, I think this is good and 100% worth to watch. It's fun, it's entertaining, and it is a more concise story than One Piece, the anime. I do know there's a couple of things that might have been like taken out, and I definitely like some of the things. Like one of the things I remember from season 1 that was taken out was they did the whole thing, but it was with the sort of like a group of the fisherman pilots. While in the anime, I think it was like the guy with the golden shield, which I think was really interesting. And I overall still love this. I overall still find it amazing, and it's a good, interesting story. I definitely like the actions of this. It's so good. So yeah, tomorrow will be this. I'm not going to pronounce it. I know I'll mispronounce it, but yeah. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like this video, and good night.